Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. President Buhari is corrupt. Bukola Saraki blasts presidency. Don't forget, Bukola Saraki was the former Senate president. And if he says Buhari is corrupt, I guess he knows what he's talking about. He has a lot to say, and I want us to listen to what he has to say. Let's go to the news. President Buhari is corrupt. Bukola Saraki blasts presidency. Former Senate President Bukola Saraki has said that President Muhammadu Buhari's government has lost its moral grounds on the fight against corruption because of corrupt practices within the administrations. Saraki, in an exclusive interview with Channels TV, said the Buhari-led government came in on a promise to adbust corruption, but has rather allowed a new set of corrupt officers to thrive. Saraki said there is no way the present government can be speaking of interjection when it has a member who has been found wanting left without charge or prosecution. According to Saraki, in 2015, the Jonathan administration was busted on three major promises, which are security, economic growth, and the fight against corruption. The lawmaker, however, opted that Nigerians are not better off today than they were in 2015. He said that Boko Haram insurgents has worsened in that more terrors has been done in this country more than any other regime. I feel strongly that there is something going on with the Boko Haram. We thought Goodluck Jonathan could not handle it. This government has done worse. And news reaching us is that there is something within something, but we'll leave that for another day. Speaking about the economic situation in the country, the former Senate president said creation of more jobs has failed. He also added that Nigeria has dropped to a very disturbing position on the poverty chart. Regarding the peace of the PDP regime, Saraki said the stem has not freezed out of the party's position. He, however, noted that the environment has become very different and hostile under the All Progressive Congress. The people are more edgy because of the intolerance of the government, citing the arrest of Deji Adeyojo, the former Senate president, noted that there is no issue within the PDP, urging that the opposition presidential candidate has the full backing of all the members and stands a great chance against President Muhammadu Buhari. That's why we are looking and we're going to pick a reputable candidate come 2023. Saraki also alleged that there is a massive fraud within the oil sector, saying applying subsidiary on assumption that Nigerian consumes 50 million liters of fuel a day is fraud. I tell you, I was the Senate president and I know exactly what I am saying. Saraki said in the Jonathan administration, subsidy was based on an assumption that the nation consumed 300 million, not 50 million like Buhari is saying, of fuel per day. He added that he has some other lawmakers warned that the Jonathan government was condoling corruption by others importing fuel, and because of that, we lost a lot of money. The former Senate president said the president's government, instead of changing the process, jack up the importation of 20 million litre extra. He said, you would have thought that a government that was to fight corruption and prevent leakage would, even if you are going to continue subsidy, ensure it is better managed. But my brother and sister, no such thing. It is worse than it has ever been in the history of Nigeria. Saraki added that there is no way Nigerians can consume 50 million liters per day. It is just money being stolen, he alleged. He further argued that there is almost no way that President Muhammadu Buhari is not aware of what is going on within his government, stressing that the Senate has investigated the issue but we have an environment where agencies of government are emboldened to disregard the National Assembly. It is a big issue. Nigeria is the only country where the rule of law is not obeyed and followed. This Buhari's administration is the worst of all and is the worst thing that has happened to Nigeria. Wow. In case you don't know who is talking, it is Saraki, the former Senate president. Okay? So, if the former Senate president is speaking like this, he's worth listening to. He's the one alleging now saying Buhari's administration is seriously corrupt. That Buhari is saying the government are paying for subsidy. Remember when Buhari came into administration, I don't know how many of you that can remember that one of his campaign lines was that when he comes into power, fuel subsidy will be out of it. I does not understand what they mean by this fuel subsidy thing. There is no such thing as fuel subsidy, and it is fraud the government is doing. He highlighted all the errors of the Jonathan administration. Don't get me wrong, Jonathan administration was not good. It's just that when you have two, you are able to compare. Okay? My brother, my sisters. Now, so, Saraki said this administration is worse than Jonathan. Jonathan's administration was paying 30 million fuel subsidies, and they were accusing him that he was allowing the top up of fuel to be imported into this country when we are supposed to be refined outside this country, when we're supposed to be doing this. That's when we're talking about privatization of the refinery. A whole lot of issues were going on at that time. My brothers and sisters, Buhari came into power. Everything he mentioned regarding his administration that they were doing wrong, that made Nigerians confident in him to say, this man is like he has something good for us. It looks like he's going to steer this country in the right direction. My brothers, my sisters, he not do one of them. In fact, it's even done worse than any other government. Saraki is here highlighting and stating all the evils that have been done, not all, majority of the evil that is being done by this government. That this government, they are people of fraud. And he's saying, but Buhari cannot say he's not aware of what is going on. Let's even leave the issue of fuel subsidies, mismanagement, and all the fraud that is going on. What about Buhari creating the Department of Humanitarian Disaster Management, whatever? Don't forget that there is an alleged, it's not proven, meaning that alleged, just like it's a rumor, not yet confirmed. Say the woman when be the whatever, na Buhari help me too. You understand? It's up to you to define what that means. But it's alleged, though. Don't quote me or alleged, So Buhari made this office for her. This same woman is now being indicted that the money for the so-called relief is being diverted. In fact, that they pretend like they're giving out this money, but really and truly they are not. They pose with the people with the relief material, go back, give them 2,000 naira and take it back. They tell you on the news that they are giving 20,000 naira, but guess what? They are giving far less than that. In fact, the matter got so much that Buhari could no longer hide face. He could no longer hide the disgrace was becoming too much. He had to tell them to produce the names of those who have gotten the relief. This same woman began to do relief and gave it to majority, only the North, majority of the North. Don't forget, the North was not on lockdown then. She gave it to the North, you know. So there is a lot of mismanagement. Everything Buhari used as a yardstick for campaign that made people believe and feel that, this man was coming, he has seen the things that are wrong in this administration, is going to steer the country in the right direction. The same very things as the things that Buhari has gone and is working against and has not even helped Nigeria at all. If for anything, this country is worse off than it was before Buhari even came into administration. This government, oh no. Saraki is saying that's why PDP, they are going back on the drawing board to pick a reputable candidate that the people can believe them and believe them for once that they have something good for this nation. He went further to explain that good luck Jonathan's time. They say the man not good, but at least when you get two wives, you know the character, you understand the differences. My people, now waiting they happen for this administration be this one. Buhari Saraki has said is corrupt. I think it's worth listening to. Not forget to thumbs up for us, I beg. Subscribe if you never subscribe, like and share. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We are here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. You have a voice, please use it. Don't allow anyone make you feel you don't have a voice. That's a lie. God bless. Have a good day. Bye.